2022 must be the year of no-face creators because SunnyV2 just passed 2 million subscribers and his most recent video has 3.2 million views. Primitive technology, I've actually never even watched this channel.
Phonies, primitive technology. The 10.4 million subscriber channel.
Getting right into it, he wants us to be enticed of curiosity as far as mystery and is this person fake? But what those videos look like, it's just a camera and very minimal production value. They're actually in a jungle and they're very, very good at building things with their hands. And then he shows us even more references about people that he even worked with to get more data behind the truth of what he's talking about. It means something if there are already threads about people talking about this and how they're pinpointing certain things about these videos that seems fishy. The content on this channel is actually very similar to what this is because it is about people, other people. I think all of these views are from exposing some secrets, kind of like what I do here too.
Never include swimming pools or anything over the
You have to be so good at building to be able to do that. Babe, should we go live in a hut? He immediately gets into what's wrong with these videos as to what's in the title.
All of this is incredibly important to understand, as Primitive Technology's videos set a baseline for what should and shouldn't be achievable in a natural setting. Additionally, Primitive Technology has been kind enough to provide us with a statement.
Okay, so there he goes, a talking point. All of this is very important to understand. He wants us to pay attention to him saying that in terms of reference this point for the point that he's going to make as to what's wrong.
The spectrum, also known as the fakers.
How dramatic. He calls them the fakers and it has a whole sequence to it. Almost like somebody getting arrested in like a crime TV show and they like take photos of you with flash. Oh my god.
44,000 Reddit upvotes and 30 million
30
views.
million views on your first video. And you're fake. See, but that's a big difference between a little hut made out of leaves and mud and clay versus a whole produced, well, swimming pool, right? That's like a luxury swimming pool that you'd find in a hotel or something. But earlier in the video, they start off with putting together an axe that is going to be used to build everything. Yeah.
An 8-foot deep trench. Now, if they're digging this deep with sticks, how are they avoiding large rocks and potential tree roots from, you know, the massive line of trees seen?
Really, really great point, because how the hell are you going to cut through a like 3-inch thick root? Fishy moments. But it seems like that's part of the format, at least for this one. We're seeing a lot of actual data within these shots. I'm really, really liking that he is using an associate, apparently, somebody that worked underneath the channel. It gives us a sense of reliability, credibility, and insight to what is supposed to be so secretive, figuring out their flaws as these fake people that are trying to show us these extravagant building videos. The scandal behind that production and its success regarding millions of views, we want to know the answer behind, is this actually two people? Or is this a skeevy
name and the channel he works for have both been blurred out, as it'd be a little unfair for him.
And why is it time to introduce a new photo though? Because we have been giving a little bit of information, but he's still teasing the truth behind it, the validation. So he's giving us even more. He's like, I've already shown you a little bit. Still don't believe me? Here's some more evidence. But he's still withholding the actual answer. Normally, if you were watching this and you don't know who I am or who this channel is and what they're talking about in terms of building and exposing, you wouldn't care. But the mystery behind getting so many views and also faking a whole operation behind that, it would entice anybody because you want to know, this success, is it true? That will cause for backlash. People want what you have, and it's as simple as that. If it's fake and you're not doing truth, you get people exposing you. But is that all that is what SunnyV2 is? There's also a lot of data behind this because there's truth in the story that he is dissecting. Amy Schumer, I want to see how different these two videos are because this one's also garnering tons of views, but Netflix was sexist apparently is what she claims. I've heard Amy Schumer's name a lot, and I knew that she was in the comedic scene. I don't really know what kind of comedian she is. Well, mostly sex stuff is apparently something that she worked on.
She talks about sex, and she doesn't talk about much else. Her idea of...
So he's highlighting, no, she's a slob and horrible. Every video that you make on YouTube, you need to figure out how to structure your story in terms of revealing information in segments and supporting that information with value or something of entertainment or some sort of format that people can gravitate towards that is matching your personality. His format is, well, just that. He's kind of using crowd and audience as reinforcement to proving his points valid and worthy. But at the same time, he is giving data points, so...
One article written by CBS News stated around 200 people walked out of her Tampa show when Schumer launched into a withering takedown of Donald Trump. It's somewhat of a...
I guess we're highlighting that she speaks on terrible topics in a terrible manner, and then she lacks the accountability to face up to that. Amy Schumer was not happy this week when staffers at the Upper West Side Equinox, that's where Natalie lives. We should go and ask them about Amy Schumer.
will not take pictures with people anymore. And it's
oh my gosh, see, nobody likes people like this.
She just gets mad, and that is totally false what she wrote about me.
So if Amy Schumer was to check into her local gym or take photos
you
of
can't
fans, she must have thought
just because you are famous and well known and celebrity status does not mean you can just walk around everywhere that you want and have access to wherever you want. You still have to follow the same rules. So I'm with everybody on this, that you don't just walk in Amy Schumer. So in the previous video, we found out that the way he was segmenting each of these data points was to show us examples of how these videos are fake, these building videos. In terms of Amy Schumer, he's presenting us with the data points of what people are saying, and that's reinforcing his points as to what went wrong with her career and why she is garnering so much hatred. Taking the best points that show the most screw-up potential of someone's situation. His tension and release.
Amy Schumer complaining about being paid $11 million wasn't already dumb enough. It became even worse when her audience would discover that
Amy Schumer has a masterclass in stealing jokes. Mad TV 2008. Yeah, same cinematography. Same over the shoulder shots and greeting. So far, it's like each shot is exactly the same, and nobody likes a copycat.
How you doing?
Great.
All right. Can somebody help you with this?
She just took it, the whole thing, and wow. Okay, so indeed, Amy Schumer literally stole that segment. At least it's not remixing or taking anything for your own credit. That is literally taking a picture of somebody and putting your own face on the body.
Have you ever stolen a joke?
No.
Oh my gosh, they asked her the question.
Sorry for the loss of your friend Ryan Dunn. I know you must have been thinking it could have been me, and I know we were all thinking, why wasn't it?
I feel the same way. That was not a funny joke, and if that's how she approaches the rest of her career, I can see why she's the most hated.